What is up, guys? We're back with another video, and today we're checking out this laptop right here, which is the Lenovo Slim 7i Carbon. It is that perfect thin and light take with you anywhere laptop, and we're actually giving one away. So let's go ahead and take a look. Now, before we get into things, here's what comes with the laptop. Of course, we're gonna get the laptop itself, and then we have our power adapter. Some people call this a wall charger. This one really looks like a wall charger. So this is Lenovo's new 65-watt charger, and you can see it is tiny. Like, if you really wanted to, you could put this in your pocket, which is really nice. So really small wall charger. And then you do get a dongle because as you'll see, we don't have a whole lot of ports on this. So this dongle, as far as display outputs, it's gonna give you HDMI and then VGA, and then you get an extra USB port. So you have a USB 3.2 type A here, and then you have a combination audio jack on this side. As we take a first look at the Slim 7i Carbon, it has that typical clamshell design that we're used to seeing from Lenovo. Now, we have the storm gray version of the laptop. I believe it comes in silver as well. Now, this laptop is extremely light. Like, when you pick it up for the first time, you'll realize that this thing is super light. So it's only 2.19 pounds, which makes it actually lighter than a MacBook Air. So like I said, this is the take with you anywhere type of laptop. Now, the reason it's that light is because we actually have a carbon fiber on the lid here, and then the rest of the chassis is made of magnesium alloy. If we take a look at the laptop from the side, we can see just how thin it is. At its thickest point, it's only 0.58 inches thick. So again, super thin. This is gonna slide in a backpack, no problem. Now, on the right side of the laptop, you're gonna find a single Type-C port. This is actually a Thunderbolt 4 port, and it's gonna support DisplayPort 1.4 as well as Power Delivery 3.0. This is one of your charging ports as well, so it will actually have a little indication LED there to let you know when the laptop is charging. On the opposite side, we have another Type-C port, and this one is USB 3.2 Gen 2. It does support DisplayPort 1.4 as well as Power Delivery 3.0. It's also really nice that you can power the laptop from either of the Type-C ports, which is really nice. You know, you're at a coffee shop, your cable just might not reach to the one side of the laptop where your power brick's supposed to, you know, plug in. Here, it's on either side of the laptop, which I really like. Also on this side, you're gonna have a small power button and then a little toggle that enables the privacy filter for the included webcam. The laptop does make use of a single hinge design, which allows you to open the laptop up with a single finger. You can open the laptop up all the way so it sits flat on your desk, but no tent or turning the laptop into a tablet like we've seen on Lenovo's Yoga products. When we open up the laptop, we find a 13.3 inch 16 by 10 2.5K IPS display that's gonna give you a maximum resolution of 2560 by 1600. Over the past couple years, Lenovo's actually switched from 16 by 9 displays to 16 by 10 displays, which actually give you more vertical room, which I think a lot of people will appreciate. This display is a touchscreen and 90 Hertz, which will make motion on the screen appear very smooth. In my testing, the laptop touchscreen was very responsive and I didn't run into any issues. Right above the display is a little notch where you'll find an integrated 720p webcam. Now, I really would have liked to have seen 1080p here, but for those interested or want to know the quality of this webcam, here is a short video clip using the webcam as well as the integrated microphone. What is up, guys? This is Bob with ThinkComputers, and I'm using the built-in webcam, which is 720p on the Lenovo Slim 7i Carbon. I'm also using the built-in microphone on the laptop, so you can kind of see, you know, what kind of video quality you're going to get if you're on a call, you're doing a Skype call, if you're doing some type of broadcasting, this is the type of quality that you're going to get from the built-in webcam. You'll find a pretty standard keyboard and trackpad on the laptop, with the keyboard taking up the top half of the chassis and the trackpad taking up the bottom half. Lenovo always seems to get their keyboards right, and this keyboard is no exception, as it's really easy to type on. The keyboard does have a noticeable flex though, so definitely keep that in mind. Here's a quick demo of what it sounds like to type on the keyboard and use the trackpad. The keyboard is backlit with 2 different brightness levels and an auto setting, which will turn the backlighting on based on the environment that you're in. Under the hood, you have an Intel Core i7-1260p processor, 16 gigabytes of DDR5 memory, and a super fast PCI Express solid state drive. So how fast is that solid state drive? Well, in our testing, we saw read and write speeds of 6,800 megabytes a second for the read and 4,800 megabytes a second for the write. For the rest of the performance, here are some benchmarks we ran comparing this laptop to some of the latest laptops we reviewed from Lenovo. So as we come to the end here, I really like this laptop. And I think for a lot of people, the best thing about this laptop is gonna be just how thin and light it is. 2.19 pounds, making it lighter than a MacBook Air. I mean, just picking this thing up, it's super light. It's not gonna be heavy in a backpack or laptop bag or anything like that. You can easily carry it with you pretty much anywhere. So that's one thing I really like. And then on top of that, the wall adapter, super small. So just in terms of, portability, this thing is awesome. And then for those, thinking about traveling and things like that, we didn't talk much about battery, but you should get at least 10 hours of battery life out of this. So again, that's more than enough for any domestic flight here in the United States, which is really good. Now, as far as specs, internally we have that Core i7-1260p. We've actually reviewed a few laptops that have that processor. That's gonna handle pretty much everything. You're not gonna be doing any crazy gaming with this laptop, obviously, and you're not gonna be doing any crazy like 3D modeling or anything like that, but daily task, email, word processing, photo editing, light video editing, this laptop can definitely handle it. Like we already talked about, super fast PCI Express solid state drive. And one thing I really like is you see a lot of these thin and lights, and there's always a SKU that has 8 gigabytes of memory. There's no SKU here that has 8 gigabytes of memory. We're getting 16 gigs. So again, things like editing photos and doing video editing, you're not gonna max out your memory all that much. So having the 16 gigs in there definitely is a plus, but you shouldn't have any issues doing, your normal things. And we didn't talk about it, but things like Zoom calls, video conferencing shouldn't be a big deal. Like I said, I would have liked to have seen a 1080p webcam here. You're still getting 720p. It will get the job done. The microphone is all right. It will get the job done. But I think if you're doing calls on a daily basis, you should get a better webcam and better microphone. And we talk about that with all laptops for the most part. Now, as far as connectivity options, I didn't talk about the Wi-Fi. We do get Wi-Fi 6E here. Of course, you get Bluetooth. You have one Thunderbolt 4 on this side, and then you have the USB 3.2 Gen 2 on this side. They do include the dongle, which is nice to see, but that dongle is clunky and I'm not a fan. Obviously, no SD card on this. No SD card reader. The dongle doesn't have a reader. So that's something that you definitely want to keep in mind there. But overall, I really like this laptop. This is, for me, this is the travel laptop. This is the one that you're gonna take on the plane, you're gonna open up, do some emails. Again, just some light tasks. It can handle heavy tasks, but it's just that thin and light. It looks really sleek as well. And like I said, it's just very, very thin and light. Now, like I said, we are giving one of these laptops away. So we'll have the link for the entry, how to enter, how to do all that stuff. It will be in the description of this video, so definitely check that out. And one thing, for all you guys who have made it this far in the video, we're gonna give you more bonus entries into the contest. So when you go through and do the giveaway, there's gonna be a thing that says, what's the secret phrase or something like that. The secret phrase is thin, T-H-I-N. We'll make it all lowercase, thin. That's all you have to do. Put that in there. We'll give you guys 5 more entries into the contest if you put that, you know, into the giveaway thing that we set up. So if you guys want to check this one out, now this one that we reviewed here for some reason isn't available on Lenovo's websites currently. The only difference of the one that they do have on their website is that it has a 1 terabyte SSD. This one only has 512 gigs. So it is $1,100 right now, which I think is a really great price. But like I said, we are giving one away. But if you wanted to pick it up, you can pick it up there. I wasn't able to find any of these on Amazon currently, but you can order it directly through Lenovo. So if you guys have any questions about this laptop, just go ahead and leave it in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it if you hit the thumbs up. We'll see you guys in the next video.